This was a video I didn't really think I was going to make, but a lot of people kept messaging me and sharing with me some news about Celebrity Cruises, and I just couldn't pass it up. I could not report on this with you all because this hits home to me in many ways. And I'm going to tell you why I'm pretty much done selling with Celebrity Cruises. After some revelations over the past couple of weeks that have been brought to light by a lot of people, and after some research I've done myself, I don't think you're going to see me on too many more Celebrity Cruises here on this channel. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, my name is Zach. I am the Traveling Man, and if this is the first time you've ever watched my videos, I cover a lot of cruise content. In fact, cruise content is pretty much all I do here on this channel, and I do a lot of celebrity cruises. I love celebrity cruises ever since I first sailed with them back in 2021. In the months just after the restart, when cruising was shut down during the COVID pandemic, I went on Celebrity Apex, quickly fell in love, and have been on, I think, 8 or 9 celebrity cruises now. I'm like almost Elite Plus in their loyalty program, and I only say that just to show you how much I've sailed with them, how devoted I've been to them, how loyal I have been to them. However, here lately, Celebrity hasn't been that loyal to me, and it hasn't been that loyal to its other solo guests. And after several people started talking about this online recently, some articles came out, some people started messaging me on Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, make sure you go follow me, Zach the Traveling Man. It was shocking when I first read the article, when I first started looking into this. I hadn't realized it because I haven't booked a cruise with Celebrity Cruises in a while. Because honestly, things have kind of been going off the rails with them ever since their new CEO took over. Their new CEO actually came from Royal Caribbean, and honestly, it kind of feels like the brand has been becoming more like Royal ever since. They've basically just been nickel and diming folks more and more. So the things you used to get included before, you're now going to have to pay for on Celebrity. And I know a lot of lines are doing this. The argument can be made, and I totally understand that. But it seems like Celebrity has been doing this at breakneck speeds. I mean, they are more greedy than all the others when it comes to it. And what really shocks me is that they still want to call themselves a premium line or premium cruise line when they're no longer offering a premium experience that is included in the cost that you pay. You might get a premium experience on Celebrity, but you're going to pay and then pay and then pay and then pay again and keep paying. I've also had other experiences with Celebrity lately that haven't been that great, namely when I went on a selling on Celebrity Reflection in the retreat and did not get the service that I was promised when I booked the cruise. They cut butler service. They did not notify guests who had bookings in the retreat ahead of time. When I called to check about it, they told me everything would proceed and be just the same as normal. It was not when I was on the ship. A pretty disappointing experience there on that ship. So things have slowly been going downhill in my eyes with Celebrity. Now, before I get into this, I do want to say that I do have 2 Celebrity cruises booked for this year. I still am going to go on those because these are cruises I booked in like 2021. The next one that you're going to see, I'm going to be selling on Celebrity Edge down in Australia very soon, and I'm really excited about that. I booked that cruise for like $1,700 total. I'm staying in one of the Solo Infinite Veranda rooms. I am still going to keep that one, so you will see those videos coming up into the spring here on the channel. There's another one in the fall I'll be taking, but besides that, I'm not booking any new Celebrity cruises. I am pretty much done, and there is a very specific reason now. This is kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, you could call it. But those articles I was referring to, the messages people were sending me to let me know that Celebrity is now charging more than double the price for solo cruisers. And when I say more than double, you might not know that typically if you're a solo cruiser, you have to pay what's called a solo supplement. A solo supplement essentially means that you're going to pay double, because when the cruise lines say, I'm going to sell this stateroom right here, they have 2 people in mind, at least 2 people in mind for that stateroom. So if you're selling solo, they want to charge you double to make up that double occupancy. You have to pay for 2 people. That's been understood. Us solo cruisers have sucked that up. We have been paying that now for many years, and everything's been okay. But now Celebrity Cruises, for whatever reason, has decided that they're going to charge in excess of 200% for solo cruisers, which means we're going to pay much more than 2 people going on the same cruise and staying in the same room would pay. And folks, I didn't just come out here just talking. I brought receipts because I went and did my research on this. And there were 2 cruises that I just, at random, went on their website. And I actually was doing this the other day too, but I don't have like screenshots and stuff of it. I was doing this the other day. I think I did like 3 cruises and found this to be the case, where they are charging at least $600 in excess of what the double rate would be. So let's say 2 people are booked on Celebrity Reflection and they're paying $2,000 for an inside cabin, right? So you would think a solo cruiser having to pay the solo supplement would also pay somewhere near $2,000. But what I was seeing when I looked earlier this week, where that couple was paying maybe $2,000, that solo cruiser is now going to be paying something like $2,700 or $2,800. And for what, Celebrity? And I'm making this video because I hope that it gets to Celebrity. I hope that they hear what us solo cruisers have to say about this. So please, if you're a solo cruiser and you're impacted by this, comment down below, because I know for a fact that Celebrity will see this, and I want them to know that this is unacceptable. Like, it's not right that they're doing solo cruisers like this. Like, it really gets under my skin. Because a lot of solo cruisers were very loyal, have been loyal to Celebrity for a very long time, got them through the pandemic. Y'all, I was on cruises on like Celebrity Edge with 700 people. You know, and I was still going on those cruises. I was paying, you know, when Celebrity had very few people, and very few people even wanted to go on a cruise because we were in the early days just outside of the pandemic. I was going. Many of you were going. And it's not okay. A lot of people have been sending me very strong messages, upset at Celebrity, and I understand. I'm like, I know. I get it. But let's get to the screenshots I wanted to show you, because I did, like I said, pick two cruises, one on the Celebrity Ascent, and this cruise is actually from, I think, March 31st, 2024, so coming up here in a couple of months. And just look at the price difference. I'm going to show you first the price for 2 guests, and look at that total price down there. The total price for 2 guests in stateroom, 7108. This is a deluxe inside room on Celebrity Ascent, and the total price for 2 guests is $2,089.96. Then I'm going to pop up here the price for just a solo cruiser, and look at that difference, $2785.48. That is quite a large price difference, and that actually comes out to $695.32 price difference. For what? Is what I want to say. And I know that the cruise line would probably say, well, you know, if you think about it, when you get just one person sailing where 2 people could have been sailing, there's a loss of revenue there, because 2 people, if they book specialty dining, 2 people if they book shore excursions, 2 people if they booked whatever else extra that they're nickel and diming you for over there, that would have been more revenue for us. If one person does that, we don't get as much revenue, so we are making up for that with this additional fare, this additional money that we're ripping people off with. But to that, I would say, that's why we're paying the solo supplement already. That's why we already paid double, because we are taking up that additional berth space where 2 people could be for just one person. I understand that. But am I really taking up double the food at the buffet? No, I'm not eating double the food. I'm not taking up double the space in the theater or double space on the pool deck. Why am I being charged $695 above what a couple would pay? I just want it to make sense. I just want someone to explain that to me. It doesn't make sense. The math ain't mathin'. And since I did the newest ship in the fleet, I thought it was only right to do the oldest ship in the fleet as well. So here's the price from a cruise for Celebrity Millennium, the oldest ship that Celebrity has. And this cruise will be selling out of Tokyo, Japan, and it's selling in August. And I'll pull up the price first for the couple. And this is for stateroom 2174, an inside stateroom. And now, pull up this image here for one person, and you're looking at $4,059.68, a staggering difference of $1,163.32. For what? There is no way I can justify paying $1,200 above what 2 people would pay for the same stateroom. And I know that 4 of Celebrity ships have the solo infinite veranda staterooms. Those are usually cheaper. However, there are only like 32 of those staterooms on the newest ship, the Ascent, and even less on the Edge, I think. So you really got to book early to get in those staterooms. But for all the other staterooms, even an inside stateroom, ocean view, veranda, I looked at all of them, you're going to be paying above 200%. And I just don't think that's acceptable. I don't think that's right. Folks aren't happy, and nor should they be. I'm not happy. And again, I'm going on those 2 cruises I already have booked with them, because I had booked those a long time ago at great prices. But outside of that, no new Celebrity bookings for me. I did want to tell folks, though, that there are great alternatives out there, though. There are cruise lines who aren't going to screw you over so much if you are a solo cruiser. One of those being Norwegian Cruise Line. And recently we saw Norwegian actually expand the availability of their solo staterooms on their ships across the fleet. They now have solo staterooms on every ship dedicated to solo cruisers. And I think that's fantastic. And some of the prices of those are amazing. In fact, I was just looking for a cruise this summer, just pricing cruises just for comparison's sake. And there was like a 10-day on the Norwegian Prima over in Europe, going from like Iceland to London for $1,800 for a solo cruiser. And that was like including the free at sea, which includes drinks and Wi-Fi and shore excursion credit and a specialty dining, $1,800 compared to what Celebrity is now charging to stay in an inside, which happens to be more than 200%. I also recently sailed on Virgin Voyages, and those videos are actually showing on my channel now. I just posted the embarkation day video and be posting more very soon. And I'll beat my own self to the punch because I haven't released a review video yet, but I had a fantastic time. I loved it. One of the favorite cruises I've been on yet. And I think if you're a younger person, if you want to do things a little bit different, if you're tired of the same old on cruise ships, Virgin might be for you. You might want to check them out. But they also have solo staterooms on their ships that are now cheaper than what you can go on a Celebrity cruise. So why not try them? Princess, I recently went on them. Had a fantastic time. That's why you're seeing me more and more on other cruise lines and less with Celebrity. And it's going to be that way in the future because honestly, their product is a great product. I love their ships, especially those Ed Sheeran ships. But they're not that good, y'all. There's plenty of other comparable or maybe even better things, as I'm discovering as I cruise with other lines out there. And I think maybe it's time we all vote with our pocketbooks, right? We all vote with our wallets and say, no thank you, Celebrity. I don't feel valued as a customer with you anymore because of how you are trying to outprice me, how you're trying to gouge money from me as a solo cruiser. I'm good. I'm going to go cruise over here. And that's my goal in 2024, other than those two, like I said, I already have booked, which is kind of awkward at this point. But yeah, you will see me on those. I'm sure it'll be a great time, but I'm not booking anymore in the future. Going to cool it with Celebrity for a while because this is kind of the last straw for me, you know? So thank you for watching this. I hope you got something from it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please go down below, give me a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to the channel because we have a lot of adventures to go on in 2024, including Australia very, very soon, and you'll see those videos. Also, more from Virgin Voyages, and I'm sure I'll be trying out other new cruise lines this year as well. Folks, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.